Uvasys is the first and original laminated sulfur dioxide generating sheet used to prevent post-harvest decay caused by botrytis during cold storage and transport, and extends the shelf life of your table grape. And it's been used in the industry for the last 37 years. Okay, so Uvasys screen with its higher concentration should be used after periods of high moisture such as rain or high humidity. And Uvasys Blue is used on sensitive cultivars with thin skins which are highly sensitive to sulfur dioxide. No, that is not recommended. The formulation of Berries and Uvasys are completely different in terms of our active ingredient, sodium metabisulfite. And what is adequate for berries is not necessarily adequate for table grapes. We also know that berries and table grapes get stored at different temperatures, which might affect the SO2 emission from these sheets. So not using the specific sheet for the crop for which it was intended might void the warranty that Desero provides. Yes, Uvasys can be applied in the field and it can also be applied in a pack house. We just need to ensure that the appropriate sheet has been packed and that the table grapes are cooled as soon as possible. Be careful not to pack any bruised, wet or damaged table grapes. So any breaks in the cold chain causes temperature fluctuations which may lead to condensation in your table grape cartons, and this may lead to excessive SO2 release and thus excessive SO2 damage. Okay, Uvasys should ideally be stored away from direct sunlight in a cool, dry place with a temperature below 25 degrees Celsius. So if Uvasys is not stored correctly, it might cause premature release of SO2 gas, thereby causing a shorter shelf life for your Uvasys products. It's not ideal to leave the pack open for extended periods of time. As soon as you are done packing your table grapes, pack should be sealed with tape, or you remove what you need to pack at that moment and close the sheet. As our sheets are activated by humidity, the higher the humidity in your pack house, the faster your sheets will release. Yes, you can, as long as your sheets have been sealed and have been stored under the right conditions. Uvasys will last for about 3 years after the manufacture date. So if you are not sure whether your sheets are still effective after a prolonged period of storage, Desero will gladly test retention samples to make sure that whatever sheets you have from a specific batch is still effective. So when you are expecting excessive moisture in your table grape cartons, make absolutely sure that you've used the correct size Uvasys sheet for your size of carton as well as for your cultivar, just to avoid any SO2 damage, and also make use of a perforated paper barrier below the sheet for any sensitive cultivars if you do expect any condensation. And so the optimum ventilation of your packaging depends on your unique circumstances. It depends on the things such as your cooling systems that you have available. It depends on what inner packaging you're using, what things such as your Ziploc bags, polycoats, punnets. Uvasys can be used with liners of various ventilation percentages and can be used in combination with various inner packaging such as open top punnets, clamshell punnets, Ziploc bags, polycoat and can be used on naked packed grapes as well. So when using open top punnets, please ensure that there's at least a 10 millimeter headspace between the sheet and the lip of the punnet. If not, please ensure that you use side ventilated punnet. That is just to ensure adequate ventilation in the carton and just to avoid any excessive SO2 damage.